All right, now we're doing 7Q. Which color is the brightest? This is by Avermakov, and 90% of people like it. Excuse me, 95% of people like it. That's a lot. One of the common ways of representing color is the RGB color model, in which red, green, and blue primary colors of light are added together in various ways to reproduce a broad array of colors. All right, one of the ways to determine brightness of a color is to find the value V of the alternative HSV hue saturation value color model. Value is defined as the largest component of a color. All right, so here's that. We're just going to find the max of RGB of these little pairs right here. That's basically what we're doing here. And then we're given a list of colors in 6-digit hexadecimal notation, just like that. And we're going to return the brightest of these colors. So apparently A, B, C, D, E, F is brighter than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is brighter than this. I guess this is straight black, and this is black with some green in it. All right. So this is brighter. And if there are multiple brightest colors, we're going to return the first one. Okay. And we're going to note that both input and output should use uppercase for characters A, B, C, D, E, F, just like that. All right. So we're going to start off by declaring some initial values. We're going to let color index equals 0. And we're going to use this to pick either this one or this one at the end of the function. And then we're also going to use we're going to do max value for the equals 0, and this maximum value is going to be the maximum of the little pairs. All right, per on each one of these. And I'll show you how we're going to use this in just a second. All right. So first we're going to iterate through these two, and we're going to say for let I equal 0 while I is less than what is this? Colors dot length. We're going to say I plus plus. Then after that, we're going to declare declare a few variables. First, we're going to let color equal colors at I. All right, because we're going to be using colors at the current index throughout pretty much the next 3 of these. So we're also going to have R equals, and we're going to use parse int for this one. And the parse int parses the string argument and returns the integer of the specified radix. And the radix we're going to be using is 16, since we're doing hexadecimal, just like this one here. So we're going to say R equals, what was it? Parse int. And it's going to be, we're going to get these ones here. So we're going to say, what is it? We're going to say color.slice. And if you don't know what slice is, it's the method that returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array object selected from start to end. Where end is not included in that, where start and end represent the index of items in that array. The original array will not be modified. So basically, we're on this one, like here it's 2, 4, so it's going to go index 2, which is index 0, 1, 2, and 4, here's 3, 4, so it's not going to take this one because the end is not included. So it's just going to take camel and duck, like it says here. All right, and so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to say dot slice, and we're going to use, we're going to go index 1 to 3, because 3 is not going to be used, so that'll just pick up 1 and 2. So we're going to say index 1 to 3, and we're going to also do the comma, and we're going to have the radix, which is 16. And now I'm just going to take let's put a comma here. Now we'll take this here, and we're going to drop 2 more in there, like this. This one's going to be 3, 5, and this one's going to be 5, 7. All right, so this is 3, 5, so this is 3 here, index 3, and then index 5. Don't take the last one, and then we're going to go from index 5 to index 7, which there is no index 7. So we don't even need. No, no, we do, because there's still the quotation mark there. So here we go. We got this, And we're going to change R to G and R to B. All right, I'm going to put a little comma here. I don't know where it went. Anyway, whatever. So we've got that, and we're going to do one more comma, and now we're going to find the max of all these. We're going to use the math.max function, which returns the largest of 0 or more numbers given as an input parameters. And so basically, we're just going to put value 1, value 2, value 3. So we're going to put RGB after a math.max, and we're going to say that equals value, and value equals math.max R comma G comma B, just like that. All right, so now we've got all those taken care of. Now we can knock out an if statement. So we're going to do an if comparing this, whatever the max is, to this 0 right here, and then we're going to, and then once it iterates through again, it's going to compare whatever the first one is, the first max with the second max, and then we're going to choose the max of the max. Okay, that makes sense if you think about it. All right, so what we're going to do here is say if value is greater than max value, all right, we're going to say max value equals the value, and we're also going to say color index equals I, all right? So basically, if it's going to put 1 in here first, and it's going to put the first one in first no matter what, and if the second one, it's going to put this one's in first, and if the second one, which none of these are like that, but if the second one is the larger one, it'll just replace it with index 1 instead of index 0, and it'll replace the value with the second one's max value, max RGB. All right, and so now that we've done that, we're just going to do a return result. But we're going to return colors at the index that we're going to find, right? Because this is the main thing. Colors at color index, all right? And now let's test it out. Cross your fingers. All right, good, awesome. Attempt it. 16 milliseconds. Let's see if we can beat that with some concise syntax. Now, this concise syntax is a little bit confusing, but I'll try to explain it as best I can. So we're going to do const here, brightest equals colors, take out this parentheses, take all this stuff, turn it into an arrow. All right. I'm going to come down here to save some space. You can do what you want. We're going to start by saying colors dot reduce. All right. Now, if you don't know what reduce is, I don't even have it up here. Give me a second. So we're going to say reduce JavaScript, blam right there, right after math.max. Good. So the reduce method executes a user supply reducer callback function on each element of the array in order, passing in the return value from the calculation on the preceding element. The final result of running the reducer across all elements of the array is a single value. And also we're going to need to know this. The first time that the callback is run, there is no return value of the previous calculation. If supplied, we're going to have an initial value that may be used in its place. We will have an initial value. And I'll show you what it is because it's not 0 or anything. It's going to be pretty cool. And we're perhaps the easiest to understand. Well, we're not using it for that. So we're going to be using this syntax here, the reduce, previous value, current index, and also initial value. So there's going to be the arrow, the expression, comma, initial value, just like that. And I just remembered we're also going to be using the destructuring assignment syntax as well. So let me throw this right over here. All right. And let's do this first. So we're going to reduce, and inside for the arguments, we're going to do this destructuring right here for the previous value. So where's destructuring? So the destructuring assignment syntax is a JavaScript expression that makes it possible to unpack values from arrays or properties from objects into distinct variables, all right? So basically, we're going to have like oh, well, this isn't a good example, but basically, since this is going to be this or this right here, since it's 2 like that, we're just going to say in this parentheses for the previous value, we're going to say A comma B. So this is A and this one's B right here. All right, so now we're going to do the current value. Where is reduce? So we're also going to do the current value and the current index. So we're just going to say cur for current value, current value, and we're also going to say index for index. All right, but it's not really the index. I'll show you in a second. So we're going to put in parentheses, because we're changing index into something else. We're going to say index equals, and what it's going to equal is math.max, and we're going to do, it's going to be like kind of finding the max of these two. Actually, no, this is the max of, this is going to be the max of all of these pairs right here. So in the math.max, we're going to say cur, but we're going to have to unpack cur like this. But we're going to do that a different way by using spread syntax. And spread syntax allows an iterable such as an array or string to be expanded in places where 0 or more arguments or elements are expected. All right. So we do this, and then this now becomes this and this. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to say ... and we're going to do what is that thing called? Colors. And now let me put this on the next line because I'm running out of room bad here. All right, so we've got ... colors, and we're going to do ... colors match. I didn't pull that one up either. Match JavaScript. So basically what match does is it's the method that retrieves the result of matching a string against a regular expression. So we're just going to match, we're just going to find, with the match, we're going to find this one, and this one, and put them in arrays. Put them in an array with 3 different elements, those 3 elements. And I'll show you what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to use regex on this one. And the regex we're going to, what's this? Oh, yeah. And the regex we're going to use is we're going to start off by making sure it does not look for this pound sign, the hashtag. So we're going to start by using, let me go to the regex screen. Wait. Is that it? No. All right, where's regex? Well, anyway, let me pull up regex while I'm at it. So we're gonna pull up in this regex. We're going to put inside of one of these little brackets right here. I would pull up the groups and ranges, but they changed up this to where it doesn't have the range anymore. But this is a range right here, and we're going to use this caret symbol, which is, and we're going to use this caret symbol to, it's kind of like the not operator inside of this. So we're going to do this. Let me show you. So we're going to do not, we're going to say not the pound sign, right? And then we're going to look up this right here. Let me show you what this is. This is a quantifier, I do believe. I think I pulled it up somewhere. Let me go back one. All right, it's a quantifier like this one right here. All right, and let me show you what this is. So when we do this, it's where in is a positive integer and it matches exactly in occurrences of the preceding item x. All right, and the x we're using is this here. This is the x. Anything that's not the pound sign. All right, and we're going to look for 2. So it's going to look for anything that's not the pound sign. So it's going to take these 2, then it's going to take these 2 on the next pass, then it's going to take these 2 on the next pass. All right, excuse me. It's going to put all 3 of those in an array. All right, now we're going to iterate through that array that this dot match makes using map, which is right here, which creates a new array populated with the result of calling a provided function on every element in the calling array. So basically, we're going to put this x is going to represent every element in this array, and we're going to multiply each one by 2. in this example. So 2, 8, 18, and 32 out of 1, 4, 9, and 16. So that being said, also I forgot about the regex. One more thing about the regex. We're going to use this flag right here, this global search flag right here, so that it'll search for more than just the first two. So we're going to put G right after the backslash. All right, now we're doing the dot map from what I was talking about just before that. And the map, where is it? The map syntax we're going to use is this map element arrow and then the expression right here. All right, so the map, we're going to say element, and we're going to do this, and we're going to go on the next line because I'm running out of room again. Actually, we'll take the map down. We'll take the period down and match it with this period here. There we go. And now we've got this. We're going to do element, and for every element, we're going to do the parse int thing from before. Parse int, and we're going to say element and 16, all right? And so it's going to do that on every pass of this reduce. And then after that, we're going to come here, because this is where, I do believe this is where the reduce is. Oi. Yes, all right, so here's the reduce one. So after that, we're going to say if all this is greater than 2, is greater than B, which is this one. No. We have to do the initial value. And the initial value is going to be 0, and here's B right here. So if all this stuff here is greater than -1, which it's just bound to be, it's going to replace it. So it's going to definitely replace it on the first pass. And let's take this down because this is the initial value. We're not done with this. So now we're going to do a ternary operator. My goodness, there's so much stuff we got to, so many techniques we got to use. We're going to use the ternary operator, which is the only JavaScript operator that takes 3 operands: a condition followed by a question mark, then an expression to execute if the condition is truthy, followed by a colon, and finally the expression to execute if the condition is falsy. And we're using this as an if-else statement. So basically, we're going to say if this is greater than B, and we're going to return cur at the end. We're going to return cur and index, okay? And if not, we're going to, because in this case, the cur will be the second one, and the index will, the cur will be the first one, and the index will be the second one. Hold on. Anyway, let's go down here and I'll finish it, and then I'll try to remember what's going on here. And then we're going to do A, B. So in this case, the index will be the B, and the current will be the A, all right? And then we're going to choose between either this one or this one. Whichever one we choose after this goes through 2 times, we're going to choose whatever's at index 0. So this is either going to be the brighter one or this one's going to be the brighter one. What? No. No. Yeah, this needs to come up here. And yeah, so either this one's going to be the brighter one or this one's going to be the brighter one. All right, let's test it out. Cross your fingers, cross your fingers. Nope. Colors.match is not a function. You're right, but why? All right. Give me just a second. All right, so it's not colors.match, it's current.match. All right, I looked at my notes wrong. Whatever. Anyway, so it's current.match. That makes way more sense. So that's why we're going to put cur first if it's greater than B. And if not, we're going to do it the other way. So let's test it out one more time. Yes, good. Attempt it. All right, 18 milliseconds versus 14 milliseconds or 16, whatever it was. Either way, this is the slow way. So we're just going to go take all this stuff back, say this was a nice little experience, but this is faster. All right. So let's test this out one more time. Passed all the tests. Attempt it. Looks good. 17. Still one shy of 18. We're good. Submit it. Very much like this one. Let's go to My Solutions. Just me on this one. Best practice in my opinion. And we'll see you next time.